Aloha, aloha, aloha to the warriors out there. Road to 45, day 16. Day 16. So, today we're going to talk about saying no and understanding like it's okay to say no. If it brings you clarity and peace, even when it might be difficult to do so, then saying no sometimes is healthy. So, let's dig into that. If you're somebody that often like is relied on for certain specific something super specific, like if you're the genealogist in your family, if you're the one that everybody's leans on to know who they're related to, the connector, right? You're the connector, you're the genealogist of the family. You are that person that everybody seeks. um and because you are that person, um you often, you know, feel pressured sometimes when there's so much that has to be done to get information out to family. And so that pressure is, it it builds after a while. But that's your specific kuleana. That's your specific job. Like your aunties and uncles, your great aunts, great uncles, grandparents, parents, siblings, kids, they all lean on you as long as you're around for that information as a genealogist. But that's your thing. That's who you are. That's what they know you for. And so you carry that. So sometimes it's hard to say no. Like when family reach out and be like, "Hey, can you let us know what great grandpa, great grandma's birth dates were, or their names, or where they came from, or and so that kind of load is it gets heavy to carry often. But that's your job, and that's what you're known for in the family. It's okay to say no. I cannot give you the information right now, and you don't have to feel like you have to explain all the time. You shouldn't have to. Like if your family loves you, right? And they're not seeking you out just for the fact that they know you are the person that would have all the information for this specific thing. And if they care and love you, um, they would be okay with you saying no, not right now. And this I stress a lot because I'm that person that has a hard time saying no. But I'm learning as I get older, as I'm aging, that no is a healthy transition for us, right? Because it's not that we won't do it. It's not that we're committing to we'll never ever do it. It's just that sometimes I know is the thing we need to put up as boundaries to be okay to say, no, I cannot get that to you right now, but I will get to it as soon as I can. And sometimes that's that strip, right? That strip of like, I cannot right now. I don't have the capacity to do this right now. And also like when you go into genealogy, everybody knows here in Hawaii that um it takes a lot of energy, a lot of mana to go through that. And it's a lot of transferring too of that energy and mana. So we get really skeptical about how often we dig into that and we put our feet into that world because it gets daunting, it gets heavy, and um, we forget to take care of ourselves when we're being asked to do that. And that's just one example. Just one example. Another example is um, if you're the person that everybody depends on financially, like, oh, I cannot meet, my rent, or can I make my phone bill, and so everybody, because you can, they lean in on you for that. And it gets a lot. It gets it takes a toll on us mentally. So in that case, saying no is okay. In fact, saying no is healthy. Because when you put up those boundaries, you force the others that you love and care about to understand, at least know that you have a level of where you can commit, right? And of course, if you're always gonna say, yeah, yes, yes, I can help you out this month, next month, oh, I need help, oh, okay. And so when you finally say no, they're like, why? How come? You don't love me? You know, it's not about that. It really isn't about that. And if we're so worried about how our family is perceiving us, then we're not in a healthy relationship with those people. We're not in a healthy boundary that says, I love you, but right now I'm going to love you from a distance. Because as much as you feel I don't love you, my love for you right now is allowing you the space for growth. And that's not a bad thing, but sometimes it's that gavel that says, no, not today. Maybe another time, but right now it's a no. And it's okay. I don't know why I feel guilty. I often sit in my space and go, oh, like that was heavy for me to say I can't. And it would take me days, if not weeks, 10, 20 years ago, to to be able to find like that space of comfort on saying I gotta I gotta say no, or I gotta well actually no, I gotta say yes, right? I gotta say yes because that's my family. I gotta say yes, even though I cannot do it. I don't have the financial means to help them out. Yes, I can do them because I haven't found that goal to say no. Saying no is healthy, and I'm learning. I am learning today, in this day and age, that sometimes I know it's not because I love you. I don't love you. It's because I do love you, and because I think you need time to grow up, and I think you need time to grow, in the sense of finding your kuleana and your responsibilities to your family, to yourself, to your community, mainly to yourself, because if you don't have that respect for yourself, then everybody else out there is not going to respect you because you're teaching them how not to respect you by not respecting yourself. And so sometimes we just have to be able to say, ole, no, cannot. But if you need, a ride somewhere, I can. But right now, I cannot give you money to help you take care of you when I'm barely making ends meet to take care of me. Um, so learn to say no. It's okay to say no. Um, it's also okay to say, I've helped you a long time. I want you to learn to help yourself. And it's also okay to occasionally say yes, but with restrictions. Like, yeah, I can help you take your kids to school, but I will need to get some gas money from you because I have to cover the gas it takes to take care of your kids. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. There's, it's a tit for tat, right? If I help you out, you help me out. It's the best way for us to understand that we all need each other. And so sometimes that yes comes with restrictions. And it's okay to set those parameters so that you don't feel as bad. But also that you have this backbone that you're sitting on or you're standing with, to say, I can help, but under these conditions. And it's okay. Again, like I said, it's okay to say no, and it's okay to say yes with restrictions. Um, because when we do, we start to realize that we're starting to take care of ourselves. And the more we feel and we sit in that and we understand that it's a relief, we can then show up more in situations that needs us, dire situations that actually needs us to be present. So no is not a bad thing. Saying no takes a lot of learning to do so, but it is necessary for our mental health, for us to be able to show up and be who we need to be for the situations that come into play. So that's just my little manao. You guys have a good one because you always keep aloha in your heart because when you have aloha in your heart, you have aloha, more aloha to share with the world. And truly and honestly believe that aloha will save the world 1% at a time. So always, always take aloha with you. You guys have a good one. Aloha, ahui ho.